let's get this show on the road. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Good Morning RPG. I'm Matt. How are you doing? It's Tyranids Tuesday, featuring lizards who are about to probably get some food because I just put some in, just in case they're gonna start doing stuff. I can see Baja. I think that's Tia up the top today. Baja should be down the back there. There he is. He's up the back. How's everyone doing? Good morning. Good morning. It's kind of the start of a new week, so see how we're going with that. Oh. All right. Well, okay. So I got a couple options today for what I'm doing. The thing I think I'm going to be doing is some slap chop prep, because I realized I've only got about 4 of these guys left. Oh, I should pull that away real quick. All right, so you know that the lizards have just been fed if you want to see them. Just use channel points to pull it up if you need to. I've only got about 4 of these guys left, so it means I need to prepare some more minis up. And lo and behold, I still have 23 to do. Oh, thank you, Wolf. Thank you, Wolf. Still got 23 to do. I think. Yes, the lizard security cam. I think I need to reset that position as well. There you go. No lizards. No, there they go. There they are. They're both on the ground. Oh, they're bloody... Hold on, I'll bring that back up because they were being cute. All right, there you go. You can have that for a little bit. Yeah, I just fed them, so they should be wandering around. I can still see that Tia's got some bloody skin on her head that won't come off, and I need to maybe spray her with a bottle or something, which she runs away so much. They are so skittish, these little guys. So they're hard to catch. They are very fast. But, you know, we're watching them eat, so. There you go. You can have a full view. Does it go down anymore? Only slightly. You're here for the Warhammer. Well, we'll get to the Warhammer. I'll talk about the Warhammer a bit more. So I need to slap chop up as many of these as I can. And if I get sick of doing that, I'll bring out the Mewtwo and I'll keep working on Mewtwo because I need to get... I don't need to finish Mewtwo, but I need to get a bit more done on them today. So, well, not today, but like before. I have just under 2 weeks to get all this stuff ready. But I do have some time spare in evenings and otherwise. So, Jess, if you want to do some painting, oh no, you're sick. I could do some painting behind you or something like that if I need to do extra at a moment's notice. But in the meantime... Alright, there's the music. They're probably being very still. Oh, there they go. I was about to say, they're probably being very still because I'm being loud, but... They can deal with that. They have to get used to it. They have to live and cohabitate. They have to cohabitate with me, so they have to get used to some noise. Okay. Okay, so... What we got here? What we got here? What do we got here? All right, so they're not... Are they doing much? Kind of just staring at me. Oh, they'll do that thing. Which one am I going to do first? I'm just going to start doing random ones. I can see that the spray hasn't... no, it should be right. The spray hasn't fully been... it hasn't been a full coverage on some of these, but I'm already slap chopping them up anyway, so I'm already painting paint over paint. Which means that hopefully it'll be okay. Get out of here, Discord. they're being very still, so I'm just gonna get rid of them. I say that just as one moves, but that's enough. That's enough lizard time. Let's go back here. So I'm not doing these ones yet. Have I watched Fallout? I've only seen episode 1, so no spoilers, please. I've just finished episode 1. The episode was really long, so I couldn't remember if I'd watched 2 or not. No. I've watched 1, and I really like it so far. I've played some Fallouts. Jess hasn't played any Fallout, but it's a good time so far. I like all the little. I'm not like a diehard Fallout fan, but I do appreciate all of the references that I could understand quite a lot. So, it's been really fun so far. Tried to play New Vegas, went the wrong way. That was too difficult, gave up. I mean, I do like that about RPGs. Like, there's areas that are just too strong, and it's their way of being like, hey, maybe don't do that. Maybe don't. Maybe be careful. Maybe you should level up a little bit. It's their way of subtly shoehorning you into areas they want you in. Because I do agree, when you have like scaling levels, I just think it makes the game kind of, I don't know, I feel like it makes the game a bit more pointless, because it's like, well, what's the point of leveling if everything's just gonna be strong anyway, you know? Sorry, I just had a brain thought of like, what plug is that for down there? I couldn't actually work that out. Okay. Sorry about that. I think my problem wasn't really clear where to go. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, some of them just go like, just explore. You'll find quests that way, and it just lets you do it. And similar to like Skyrim and stuff, it's like, well, just you've got a rough quest, but just kind of do what you want at the same time. You binge the last of it. It's very good. Yeah, fair. I've only heard good things about Fallout so far. Like, it seems like a good one. Alright, that should be mixed up enough. Like, it sounds like the game, like, it's one of the, I've actually seen memes of, what else came out? It was like Halo. Hey, Wongy, how you doing? So, I've seen memes about like someone like, it's the Simpsons meme of someone smacking Halo over the head, and they're like, that's how you do a TV show. We're getting a lot of, I do appreciate though in general, not to be ungrateful about it. I really am enjoying the amount of cross-media adaptions and things that we're getting at the moment. Like, there's a bit of a trend of adapting specifically video games right now, right? We got Last of Us, which is really good. We got Halo, we got Fallout, we've got, help me name some more. I feel like there's been a lot. I feel like there's been quite a few of them. Like, and not just like a small thing, like quite large event-sized, people are anticipating it quite a lot type shows. I have no doubt there would be really good book adaptations too. Three Body Problems, Silo. I heard you were saying Silo was really good, and I'm yet to Dune. We're getting a lot of good adaptions right now. I think we're in a bit of in a bit of an appreciation right now for the culture. I guess, is that like a trend? Are we now at the age where the things that we like are now classics, and they are prime for popularity's sake to then become an adaptation? Is that like the era we're in, where now that we're like 30-ish, our stuff has a legacy enough to warrant that? Severance was so good. I really look. I like that the SAG strikes delayed it, because I'm always happy to wait for something that is good. I will never, like, if Destiny the Final Shape is good, fucking fantastic. I don't care that it got delayed 6 months. I don't care that the writer's strike delayed Severance, because I know all the Apple TV shows got super delayed, because different stuff was going. It's TV. I can fucking wait. Like, it'll come out. It'll come out at some point. And like, I wanted the writer's strike to succeed, so I'm like, okay, if my little weird brain show about corporate environments doesn't come out sooner than later, who cares? Give the actors what they deserve. So it's a bit of like a, you know, a little bit bittersweet in the sense that you gotta wait a little bit, but overall, God, how much good was done? I mean, how much? We'll see. We'll see how much good continues to stick around with the implementation of all of it. So I'm just gonna turn down my music because this is inconsistent, this playlist. And so if anyone hasn't done Slap Chop before, while this paint is still kind of on the brush, the way to do Slap Chop to end up with a model like this from a model like this, you got to start in black. And then first off, we're going to dry brush a medium gray onto it. So if this is Chaos Black, if you're going in Citadel paint colors, this is, I think this one's Dawnstone. So we're just going to take that and we're just going to literally like, if it'll stay on the handle, and also like these. So put on a handle that's got a bit of grip to it because you're going to be pretty rough with these. We're just going to be literally dry brushing this color quite a lot on the whole thing. It's like, it's a bit more of a dry brush than a regular dry brush. I would call it like a halfway between dry brushing and what's called over brushing, where you use the paint that's a little bit more wet. So it's like, if you could have a 3/4 method in there, this is probably the level of dry brush. It's all dry brushing as a method. It's just like the intensity of the dry brush, I guess. So you can already see that this is starting to pick out. This is starting to pick out the raised areas, but also kind of like the middle raised areas as well. And I want to get everywhere. I want to get that all over the whole thing, because now you can see that this model has definition compared to the black side. You can still see definition on this side, but that's just because I have good lighting. If I was to bring it down here, suddenly it's a lot darker. But going from that to that is already kind of night and day. What we want to do is, because we're putting contrast paint over the whole thing, we're going to end up with it being mostly white. So, this song is too chill. I can appreciate this song now. It's Stardew Valley. I understand this reference. So, we're mostly just going to do this. I'm going to just do this in a batch. I'll do a bunch. I'll just do a bunch. And we'll see where we're at. And we want to just make sure every part of the model is covered, because if it's black, the contrast paint can't do anything with it. So we got to have at least a gray on even the darkest parts. So it might end up, oh man, this model, I gotta say, because it's just got this one bit at the back, it's a bit bendy. So when you're slap chopping models with like this, some care probably warranted. Oh man, it's making me... Might have to switch down a brush size. Oh, this is the medium one. Damn. Alright, get that out of here. Really want to get this paint out of this bristle, so you can be rough with these as much as you want. Also, welcome if you just joined the Discord. I saw that pop in. Thank you. Welcome for coming. Welcome for coming. Welcome. Thank you for coming. So, I think... What we got here? This brush might be a bit better for this. Yeah, it's a little better. And You don't have to get all the nooks and crannies in there, but you know, it's like a do the level of detail that you kind of want to see on the model at the end. So like, I like the idea that the back of the head there is going to get seen a bit more. Yeah, get the booty in there. Get a bit in there, and the arms we could use a bit more too, so try and stick it in the middle there. Also, a nice easy way to get some dry brushing on harder areas, literally just to like stick it in there and just twist it, I've noticed. And so that's roughly what we're going to look like at the end of this one. So it's got a little bit more definition. It's got a lot of the areas highlighted now, you can see. And what's really good on the Tyranids, now that they've added all this extra detail, this is going to work really nicely with contrast paint. Like, these ridges on the spines didn't used to be molded in, which is gorgeous. I mean, I guess on the Termagants they're still kind of not. They are a little bit, but these like raptor-y looking Tyranids, the Hormigants, I guess they're supposed to look a bit more feral, I guess. Like, they're the ones that just charge up and jump on you. They're more like the, oh god, they're like leaper alien type things. Like, similar to, the big praying mantis ones I've got here. They're just like the baby versions of this. Okay, so... I think what I'm gonna do... I'll just get like 5 of these out and just do up like a bunch. What I should do is all the gray first. I think I should do all the gray first. And there's like 20 of these guys, so we'll see how far I get before I don't want to do gray anymore, and then I'll switch to the white straight after, because there's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, shouldn't have used the big one. I'm a mess this morning, sorry. Okay. Go. Alright, so get the gray back on here. And if you've never dry brushed before, you can see like a nice rounded brush like this. This is makeup brushes work really well as well, because I literally have some of those big guys here. This is a terrain one I use. But these ones are the army painter ones. I would say these are my favorite dry brushes right now, because they got really nice soft bristles, but they're also rounded, which give you a really nice level of control. Because you could also use the Citadel ones. This is like a flat dry brush. You could use this. It also works. It's just gonna make your model look slightly different. I find the rounded ones give you a bit more of a smooth, finish. Even though it'll still look like dry brushing, because dry brushing does have like a distinct pattern to it. It can look a bit gritty if you mind that look, but it's, you know, it is okay to have. It's not a bad thing to have something look dry brushed. If you're a painter who likes really crispy highlights and really smooth stuff, it might not be for you, but it's overall it's like another tool in the bucket, really. It's like it doesn't have to be your main way of painting. Leia doesn't have to be your main way of painting. Leia really likes dry brushing. Like, she prefers dry brushing a lot of her stuff because she really likes the look of it. Also, it's quicker. If you like quicker models, which is why I do this, Tyranids are a horde army, which means I need to get them done quickly. And I don't want to spend, you know, with my Tau models and my Kroot models, I'll probably spend a few hours on each mini, or an hour or two on each mini. Maybe longer, because I want them to look the most presentable, I guess. I want to do the layering job, and I want to do like what I would consider my nicer work on those. Whereas these, being a horde army, they're going to fall off the table really quick. I mean, I guess Kroot will as well. Either way, I want these models to be easier to paint, because I'm painting so many different color schemes on them, and then I don't have to do a nice paint job for a different color scheme for every one of them. I don't have to defend myself to anyone. I'll do whatever I want. Is this James Bond? No, it's Cuphead. I don't know what any of these are. I'm just going to go back to the Zelda playlist because it's weirding me out. It's weirding me out that I don't have the music that I recognize on. How's everyone doing, by the way? What'd you get up to over the weekend? Sorry. I usually give him a little bit more on the face as well, just because it helps him stand out. Welcome back from ads. I appreciate you watching them. Or at least having them open. You don't have to watch them. The algorithm thinks you're there either way. And when we get this stupid eye tracking thing that the TV... You've seen the TV companies are like, oh, you could have a TV for really cheap if you let us have ads on it. It's like, I'm not buying that. And then they want to have like an eye tracker on. So like if you're not sitting down while the ads are playing, it's like, well, you doesn't count for ads then. It's like contracting you to watch the ads. Feels very it feels very much like that Black Mirror dystopian episode. Oh, I think the lizards are sitting on the sand now because I put the... Hold on. I put the heat mat under there yesterday, and now I think he's sitting on it digesting. Because you can... Oh, you can see the back of the heat mat up there. It's like the little black tab. And they must like that. Little warm patch of sand that they can sit on. It means that they might be down in the security part more often. And the other ones behind the rock. I might... The mat's back on, yeah. So it didn't trip the power or anything, did it, Jess? Yeah, the mat's back on. So it's exactly where they're sitting is where the mat is. So maybe I could trick them into sitting more centrally if I position that mat well enough. Oh, yeah. No, I meant this morning or anything before I got up, because like less stuff would be using power. And also true. Also true. Okay, sweet. The toaster tripped the power yesterday, so we're trying to like go like, was it anything else that it did it to? We got a crappy little Kmart toaster, and it very clearly surged the board when we tried to toast some muffins yesterday. All right, I don't think they. Oh, look, one's on the little rock. I've become the same people that talk about their kids, except I'm talking about my lizards. Not saying that that's a bad thing. It's just it's a funny comparison. I've become a lizard dad. All right. 2, 3. I suppose I can be a bit messier with this too, can't I? I don't have to be super precise. It's always the way. You start off like, oh, gotta do this really carefully. It's like, no, just slap it on. It's slap chop. Be messy, be rough. As long as you don't break the model, it's okay. Alright, I'll get rid of them. Oh, definitely overbrushed too much there. So this is what happens when you overbrush instead of dry brush. You can see the model's a lot more just gray. So this one's going to be quite bright by the end of it. And it's not a bad thing. It's just if you don't want that look, it's a matter of paint control. But it doesn't look bad. And as long as you've still got that detail, it is fine. It's quite significantly brighter looking at the others. I mean, I get it done quicker if it is a bit like that, though. All right, so that's 5. The whole goal for this being to make the slap chop the easiest part. So we do some of the yards now, even though it doesn't take a lot of time, right? Also, if you were wondering what paint I'm using this one is the Wizard Grey, which is Dawnstone equivalent, or like a medium gray, like a medium light. And try to make it like neutral in tone, because your contrast paint will tilt it to either side of that cold or hot anyway, so you don't need it to be anything other than what you want the middle to be. Because actually the note there is as well, if you already know what your color scheme's going to look like, unlike me, because I don't know which one I'm going to paint in what color. If you do know your scheme already, you could do like a colder or a hotter one, because contrast paint also works as long as it's brighter. So in saying that, you could start off with like a dark blue, going up to like a super, like you still got to basically make it white, but like a blue that's slightly colder, like white mixed with maybe blue horror, I think it's the one, is the super light blue. It's not a white blue, it's like a really bright sky blue. But you could use that. The other thing you could use would be bring them in. We can have a tally counter of how many. So we've done, that's 6. The other thing you could do, what was I trying to say? The thing you could do is like the cream, so you could have a really bright like cream or a yellowy color to have the yellow sunlight hitting them, maybe. I don't know. It's really up to what you think you want to do. I've seen models that look really nice with like a colored shadow tone, so like really nice blues or even like magentas and pinks. And I've seen some nice greens doing the same thing. You could start off there, but you got to remember that a lot of your color schemes can be tinted that way. So if you're doing stuff in a, well, this is why you got to be well, this is why you got to be careful with you guys, because I've just snapped off his head. All right, I'm gonna have to glue that. Yes, there's a box behind me. Headphones wouldn't let me go forward. Well, at least I can get to the rest of this model now, unimpeded by the head. Okay, let's fix you up. Tell me you're blocked. I really like this glue, however, it does love to block itself in the tube quite a bit. I suppose if you're using plastic glue as well, you probably won't have this problem. I use super glue so that I can adjust stuff after I've glued it, because sometimes I get it wrong and I don't want the plastic to be bonded together, because plastic glue will melt stuff. Oh, this is a lot harder when these got arms on. It's also a lot harder when I it's also a lot harder when I glue the head upside down. So let's just give this guy a rest. Alright, super glue is on standby if we need to do any medical emergencies. For me or them. Let's give this brush a wash because it would have been drying in there now. Paint was too wet there. Kind of painted it like a regular model almost for a sec. What have I done there? That's kind of doing it still. Alright, so... Does anyone have any questions or anything about how you doing slap chop stuff? Is anyone... What's everyone doing? What do you got? What do you got for us? Ask me anything. If you don't have painting questions. Or painting stuff. What are you working on? Congestion so bad. Oh, my love. Have you had some stuff for it? You're willing myself to stay alive. Oh. Your head explode. I know. I know. Okay. So even though we're dry brushing, I still got to wash this brush quite a bit. Because I don't want the bristles to, like, get clogged up with gunk. And before I start again, I can send a message while I remember to do it, because I won't later. So, have a lizard cam while I do that. Look at him, just sitting and being warm. A little bit of chicken crimpy in their bellies. Chicken crimpy. What was I doing? Oh yeah. I've remembered. There we go. So, okay, we've got... How many have we got done? Alright, get out of here, lizards. You're standing still. I actually don't know where the other one is. Two. They're both just getting some heat. All right, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 10. 10 are done. So that's half of them that have grey on them. Let's. How long have we been doing? This has been bugger all time. Let's keep going. I'm not sick of doing grey yet, so I guess it's kind of busy work stuff. So it's easier just to vibe while I'm just going blah 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 all over these. But yeah. Chicken crimpy. Okay, ran out of paint again. This guy's got like swinging his secondary arms just back. Okay. Bit too much. Again, I don't need these to be perfect. So even if I'm seeing some spots where I'm like getting too much paint, I'm like, well, it is okay because there's going to be shading on this anyway. And I'm not going for any awards with these minis. I'm going for like a theme. I mean, the award I would go for would be a themed army rather than any kind of like skill award with the painting itself. All right, so right. There's a lot of little guys. You're seeing me get, like, what, in an hour-ish? I got like 13 of these done. I could probably cut that down again if I was being really rough. And like, I'm noticing I'm getting like 1 to 2 done a minute now. Maybe like 1 a minute. How long have I been streaming for? I've been streaming for an hour. So including that. So I've been doing this for about 45 minutes and I've got a bunch of these done. So it's about 2 to 3 minutes each. Not even that. And that one there probably took like 1 to 2 minutes. If I get really rough with it, how fast can I? Actually, when I start my next one, can I get someone to time and I'll go 3, 2, 1, go? And I'll see if I can, like, how... I won't rush it, but I'll just see how long it takes to do one at, like, a moderate speed. Like, I'm not going to be doing the fastest I can, but, like, a job that I'm mostly happy with. So, I'll, after I'm done this one, I'll get another one and we can do that. So I'm always interested, like when I'm in my brain, I don't really know how much time has passed. I'm really bad at that. So like sometimes a task when it's fun will just be like, oh, this has been like 5 minutes. It's been like 3 hours. Other times the task will be boring and it'll take fucking forever in my brain, but it's only been like 30 minutes. All right, ready? Give me a 3, 2, 1, and I will go. All right, so this one's probably on the quicker side, I can already see, because I did too much paint on there, so it's just covering a lot. I mean, it's still doing the job, right? All right, and that's probably a stop there. What was that? 40 seconds? Really? Man, that is quick. All right, we'll go another one. Let's get an average on the next like 3 or 4 models. All right. 40 seconds. See, it feels like it takes longer than that. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So you can, well, I mean, if that's the case, then you can get these models done. I mean, so I say done, they're like halfway primed. So it's like you got to spray them, and then you've got to also do the white part of the primer as well. All right. This one is looking done. I mean, it looks no less done than the rest of them I've done. 35, okay. Ready to loop again. And 3, 2, 1, go. Like, I know the first one I did had way more careful brush strokes in it, but like, I guess we don't need to do that as much. All right, and I think that's done. So they're getting done roughly to this level. So about 40 seconds for a gray. That's not bad. And they don't really need much cleaning up. Last one, Jess. So 40, 35, 39. So it's about 38 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1, and we'll go. I guess the first couple models I was also like talking through the process. This one's a bit harder, so maybe this is a bit longer. Yeah, call that one done. Call that done. 44. So about 40 seconds on average. That's pretty good. All right, so all of the... Oh, hold on. Yeah, all of these 20 are done in gray. Let's try one of these guys as a speed paint. So this one's a significantly larger model. So let's see how long this takes by comparison. Oh, it's not significantly larger. It's a bit larger. So let's see how much a leaper takes to get into gray. I'll also need to re-up on my paint. All right, ready? For this one, 3, 2, 1. So this model's a bit bigger, so it might take longer, but judging by how easy this already goes on, maybe not. Yeah, see, there's parts that I can't really get to with the big brush, so it's making it a little more difficult. But I know this has taken longer than the last ones, by that logic. However, alright, I can probably call that one done. Yes, there's only a couple bits I've missed. So what's that one? 135. So yeah, this... Okay. Longer for the larger model makes sense. Okay. We'll get the other two done while we're here. We don't have to time anymore. Hey, Wolfie, how are we? Yeah, good. We've just been... I've been timing how long it takes to get some gray on these models to prepare Slap Chop. So all these little stabby guys are like 40 seconds to get some gray on them, versus the bigger one we just did was a 1 minute 35. I was just kind of going like, all right, well, what's the average time to Slap Chop a mini? And it looks like it's gonna be probably like under 2 minutes per model. overall, because I need to do white on these. Oh, that's way too much paint. I need to do white on these as well. Finished at all things for tonight, so you can relax. Hey, I love to hear that. You can have some relax and some good times. You playing anything at the moment? All right. There's another one. Oh, bloody buggery. Oh. Okay, so okay, so a little bit more. And we can move on to the white. Get those highlights on it. Well, it's got some spiny bits that are really hard to get through today. That one would have been a slow timer. All right, so I guess I'll give these rippers a go as well. Well, I've still got brown on my palette, I may as well, right? Get these little guys done up. All right. So they're all gray. So now we need to switch to white. And I'll shut off my palette and go up there instead. Now that we're switching over to the white, you'll see that they'll probably end up something like this, pretty similar to this. Because we're going to basically use that gray as the mid-tone and just make the rest of it just highlighted with the white, so that the rest of the paint can basically just stick onto it. We want all of the darkness to stay dark, and then the darkest blacks to stay super, super dark. Yeah, that's about it. So it'll be a bunch of those. Hopefully. See, that took... So how many of these do I have to get done? So this is the last... So not including these two, because I don't need these done. I'm just prepping them up. I've got 4 of these left. And then I've got 20... They're called Hormigants. I got 20 Hormigants left and 3 Leapers. So I know I can get most of this done. Like, if I have these all prepped up, I can just start going through the power. Like, I'll be doing them again on Thursday with Leia, if she's good to stream. I mean, I'll stream if she's here or not, because I need to get these done. But then I'll have 2 more streams. So hopefully there'll be one next week, and then there'll be the regular Thursday. So I've got a total of 3 and a bit streams to get all these done. I think I can. I also want to paint Mewtwo a bit more as well, because he's not quite done. And then I need to do some basing. So I also need to just basically paint all of the bases some kind of like Pokemon Stadium type green, maybe. I'll look at like some like... I was thinking of like doing them in the wild. So like... what I want is like a pallet town. So what I might do is do like a bit of grass, a bit of like dusty paste, and then like a piece of tuft, and then maybe on the bigger bases some ruined stuff, because I want it to look like a ruined pallet town as their base theme. So one of the streams might literally just be putting base paste down, if I've got them all done. Actually, I might do that, because that way... Either way, like, it'll get done because there's a doable amount of stuff left. And then I just need to print off, like, a big standee board for the army, because I need to assemble the army and take some photos of it to see how big I need the display board to be as well. I might do that today even. Because I want to print off little 3D standees of the houses and things. Could even ask a pixel artist to design me some ruined versions of the buildings. The Sword and Shield Stadium. Ooh! Yeah. That could be cool. Yeah, I like that. Well, it's more like, I think I want it to be like a pallet town look. And then I could have like a little Pokemon battlefield in there as well. And it could be the stadium look. I really like the Pokemon Stadium. It looks like a football arena. Okay, so I need to do this. Hello, Scrain. How you doing, bud? I responded to that message that you sent, by the way. Just let me know what you need. Happy to do that. Just if it's been lost in the ether. How you doing, bud? How's things? No, it's all good. It's all good. Figure that you guys will get back to me, like, because it's the thing for you, so you'll get back to me as you need it. All right, so this is the white part of the slap chop, which means that I'm just going to basically do the same thing as earlier, but, oh, this is more watery than I want it to be. There we go. So I want it to be quite bright by the end of it. So I want to catch pretty much all of it with the detail, and then just get all of those raised areas the most. So you can see now, and it like there could be a question asked of like, why do you need to do the gray underneath? It's because there's a bit of a gradient, not everywhere. So not everywhere is gonna have the white straight there. And I don't know if everyone does it this bright on the slap chop side of things. Like, I know I like it quite bright because I want the colors to pop. But I have seen people just use like a super bright gray and call it there instead. But I like going all the way up to white with mine, because I think the contrast paint takes to it the best with the white. And you could also leave the if you do like a light super light gray, you could also just do that on the bottom down here with it, because you know, being underneath the model, it could be obscured in shadow. What I tend to do is I just leave, like, sometimes I'll do a couple passes of the white on the top, and then on the bottom just do one, so it's a bit more gray. But instead of all the way up to white, super pale blue, super pale yellow. See, that's, I was saying you could do super pale blue, super pale yellow earlier, like if you want warm or cool. But because of these, specifically in my case, because the Tyranids are like, these Tyranids are going to be Pokemon, and I don't know which ones are going to be like which Pokemon. I'm like, I need them to be like super neutral, because I don't know what tint they're going to be, and I don't accidentally want to go like, oh, I'm going to do yellow over like a light blue, because I haven't planned it as such. So in saying that, I just do white everywhere. So all the way up to, yeah. So are you talking like blue horror and like dawn yellow type colors, or are you what you working with there, or do you mix some white into those? Per acryl's. Oh yeah, fair enough. So like yeah, I think, because I was like, those colors aren't like a bright, but they're not like white level bright, which you kind of need it to be a little bit brighter than theirs. If it's anything like the ones I'm picturing, yeah. Because you could use those on the underbelly just fine. It would be like a little darker as needed. I just saw a video on YouTube from Ninjon, and he was like, I need to throw out so many paints, or like, I don't know if he's throwing them out or moving them on, because like, I would probably not throw them out. I'd probably move them on if I was doing what he was doing. But he threw out like, he was like, I've got too many paints, and he had to just like get rid of like almost like $1,000 worth of paint, just because he doesn't have room anymore. It's also because he gets sent paints and buys paints, and it's a matter of like, well, he's got to save space. At a certain point, you just run out of room. And I actually saw him saying that some of the new Chimera stuff, because they're not full pigment like their original range, they've kind of like lost some of their. Okay, so there's another white one. Oh gosh, what was I saying? Yeah, he was saying the Chimera paints, he's not enjoying them anymore because the beyond the original range, they're not working as much for him anymore, because they kind of just operate like regular paints. I was curious because you got the you got the Chimera set as well. Have you expanded into the range beyond the base set? And how have you found them compared to regular paints now that they're not pure pigment? So I haven't used Chimera at all. I have no scale of reference other than what other people have got. Oh, that is way too much paint. Still too much, but we'll work with it. So far, you've only used the original range. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, I was interested to like know because I was like, it does make sense that they were promoting their premium paint as pigment only, but you can't do that if you've got mixes like that. So I was wondering, like, is it just a premium paint with an expensive price tag now type thing, you know? Yeah, pure pigment's great. Like, I'm really interested to see, by contrast, the new Army Painter range. Like, I'm probably gonna get like a couple of the harder bottles, like, you know, like your reds and your pinks and your yellows to test it out. And there's also like a teal blue is always hard to get a really good color of as well, even though that's not as hard of a pigment to coverage. But I am interested to see what they can do, because if I can make my painting life easier with the colors that are harder, like yellows and stuff, then we might be in business. Actually, I know Army Painter's coming to the event I'm going to next week too. They're going to be there, so I might go and have a chat with them. Really looking to several teal blues with a new paint scheme I'm trying. Ooh. Yeah, what's the paint scheme? I love a good teal blue. Teal blues and like sea blue greens. Ooh. I think they're some of my favorite colors to paint, honestly. They're just nice. All right, 4 done. I reckon we could get all these done by, what do you reckon? How long do you reckon I get these done by? By 12? So 20, 30 minutes? I would like to get them all done in 30 minutes. That'd be a nice use of time. Just shoving the brush in its face. Oh, Screen, Jess just bought... So you know how they phased out all the Stormcast? Actually, Jess, are you in here? You wanna tell the story about your Stormcasts? I'm gonna be experimenting with different little metallics. Are you around, Jess? Let me... If you're not, I can tell it. I was saying, Scrane's, so... Oh, sorry, my love. So Scrane's painting Stormcast Eternal Celestial Vindicators. And I was saying, you should hear what Jess just did with Stormcast, but I wanted you to tell it, if you want to. I can tell it otherwise. But the Celestial Vindicators, they're the ones that are like mostly teal, because that's a nice scheme. Go over here because I keep rehydrating the paint. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so probably the biggest Warhammer order I've seen Jess make because it was like, well, these are going out of range forever, and I know they're your favorite kind of models. Oh, speaking of, Jess, that magazine order might come today. Today or tomorrow. I think it'll most likely be tomorrow. I think the shipping got it wrong and it was still in Brisbane by their estimate. They announced some of the new Stormcast today, and unfortunately I also like... Yeah, so I linked just the article and I was like, new Stormcast. And she was like, oh, I get... It was like the... Is that meme where the guy like throws up his hands? We're not subscribed, but we can get the single magazines really easily in Australia because my favorite retailer stocks them and they put them on pre-orders. So I think they've got the subscription, but they can also get retail copies of it, which means that we don't have to subscribe to the magazine. We can get the entire... We can get basically pick and choose whichever, you know, sometimes you have to be quick because the deals are so good they run out. But we get the choice of not having to go to everyone because we don't need all the paints, we don't need the brushes and all that. So any of the less good value issues, we just don't pick up. But the magazine is onto episode. We also get them much later than you. We're only releasing episode 5, issue 5 right now, whereas I think you guys are like almost done with your run. And number 5 is the mini that only exists in that range. Oh yeah, the premium sub is actually good value. I think it's like a couple extra bucks, and Jess, you get the big dragon as like your first shipment. So I think you have to commit to the whole thing, but like the premium sub means you get like, I think you get like 4 $200 minis over the course of the 80 issues, and you only pay, it says £2, so I think it's like $5 more per issue, which means over 80 issues, 5 times 80 is however much. So the value is saved over time, but you gotta really want all those models. The Warhammer versions, it is all Warhammer. The 40k version is really good. That's the problem. Yeah, Jess, you want all of the... Could you link that website? Could you link that article if you've got it around screen? Yeah. So because you gotta want orcs. In this version, you've really got to want the orcs. You've really got to want the Stormcast. And then if you want the premium stuff, you got to want like specific ones, and also like the dryads and all of this stuff. I understand why not everyone wants it. The 40k Combat Patrol one that's about to come out's really, really good value because over the course of the 80 issues, you get 9 armies instead of just 2, which means you get to play a little bit of every force. Also works for Games Workshop because then you're going to buy 9 different armies over time, and that means you're going to be tempted to buy 9 different ranges instead of just like 1 or 2 like everyone normally does. Okay, so 6 done. At the bottom of each week's review, they have a cost breakdown. Ah, fair. That's really handy. I like that. Oh, so do they have a delivery issues 7 to 10 review? Okay. I like that there's a cost breakdown. We got here, so issues 7 to 10. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you don't get a lot in 7 to 10, hey. Oh, it's all character minis, that's why. Oh, Jess, the minis that you want, some more minis that you want from that that Warhammer Underworld set, the lady with the lanterns coming pretty soon. Issue number 10, I think. And there's also a Lord Celestial looking some kind that could be good for you as well. So you got a couple more. Depends if you want them cheap or if you want to wait. You did just grab a bunch. Oh, hey, Lockie. Hey, LNL. How you doing? How you doing? I hope the thing that we were talking about last night is fruitful. It's not project is only kind of announced so far. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I've been slap chopping like crazy. Look. Whoop. This is all of what I've been doing. All that. All right, so that's 7 out of 20. Yeah, it's a bit of a busy work day today. And I need to get all these done for 2 weekends away. So I'll get there. I think what I need to do is get my like display board and stuff started. I think that's what's on my mind right now. So it'll be maybe this afternoon. I gotta go to Officeworks anyway, actually, and pick up a print I got done that I keep forgetting to go and get. And I should go and paste my brother. I should go and do chores this hour. I should go and do errandy stuff that I have not done, like post my brother's Kroot and go to Officeworks and do all the things. One of those kind of days, you know? How you doing anyway? What's up? What's news for you? If we have enough time, I might just like get a couple of these guys done. I've stripped all my work in pro store cards since they were old paint schemes, since I figured more than half of my army is getting dusted. Should start fresh with a new luck. I mean, the thing is, unless you play tournaments, your army is still good. It just unfortunately isn't getting support anymore in the new edition. But if it's in like Legends, they'll get a new index of rules. They just won't get updates in the like after this edition, right? Is that what's happening? They were dusted. They got Thanos. They got the Click. The Games Workshop Snap. All right. The coffee's zingling me today. I feel fast. All right, I think that's 10. It looks like 10. It might be more or slightly less. New paint scheme is me dopamining. Dopamining? Do you mean as in like... as in you're going into the dopamine mines to get the new paint scheme? Yeah, that's fair. I know that mood. I bought a Baneblade 50% off last week because of a 50% off Friday sale. And I was like, this was in Dawn of War. I love this. So, oh my gosh. You go to work, cannot hear, but now I'm listening in spirit. Hey, that's okay. We have captions for a reason. I'm glad the the look of horror on my face. Oh, you could definitely see that. I'm glad the captioner continues to work. Sometimes, like when I first set it up, like last year, it wasn't doing it, so I had to like put it on the back burner for a little, and then for Teens in Space, it started working properly again, in the way that I could just load the website and it would auto start and actually connect without issues, so it became much more viable to have consistently. And now anyone who's working or hard of hearing can tune in and not feel like they're missing out. I think a goal for us is I want to have any like long-term streams, like the painting and the painting and the like actual play stuff, we'll try to have captions on all those. It'll only be like the stuff like one shots that might not be able to. It's a lot harder to set up when there's only like half an hour of turnaround on those. You know what? I was like, this mini's really hard to get into the middle of, but I'm like, you won't see inside there anyway, so it'll work. All right, so all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. It means I've done 14. 14 that are done. Oh, hold on. It's only 53. Hey, I reckon let's get them done by midday, because that was the original goal, right? All right, let's move a little bit quicker. That was a good pace. It was a good pace we set. All right. 4 left. Well, 4 left in the 3 big guys, but I'll just get the 3 big guys straight after. I've also noticed when I put the paint on the brush, I like twist it a little bit, which kind of helps get some coverage on there. It's like you twist it on the paper towel, on the palette or whatever you're using to pick up the paint, and then you twist it to like rub it into all sides, and that way you can do like a little bit of a twisting brush maneuver. So like spin and then dab, spin. And then it goes on fairly consistently. Could be bullshit. It could entirely be unhelpful, but I've noticed that's what my hands are doing. Be able to get it on nice and quick. Sometimes it's an easier way than going like this with the mini, is just to give a little circular maneuver, because I know that when they teach you how to dry brush, they say do little circles when you put it on, but just kind of spinning it on the model, if it's dry enough, will also kind of work. Hey, Salt Queen, how you doing? I'm here with you as my companion background noise. Aw, thank you. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? I am keen for this weekend. What's this weekend? What's this weekend? Oh no. Oh, Ellen's thing. Yes. Yeah, I'm very keen. Yeah. Yes, I have been looking forward to playing some Teens in Space, and I'm looking forward to running some Teens in Space. I think it's gonna be really fun. I like that. So we're doing like so if anyone is Let me get the let me give the image up. There's a couple people missing out of this, but oh gosh, where is it? Where is it? More or less, we're doing a fundraiser for Ellen's charity. Not charity. We're doing a fundraiser for Ellen Graham, amazing friend of the channel. Doing a good little fundraiser for her shows, and we said we'd help out. So I'm gonna run Ellen's gonna run a Teens in Space game on Saturday morning, so around 9 o'clock our time, Melbourne time, and then after that we start a second game with the same characters, and Ellen becomes a player, and then I will GM the rest of it. It's going to be really good. So State Theatre Company, it's called Starweaver, if you want to check it out. Thank you, Jess, for putting that in the chat. And as you can see, lots of fun content creators. You can see, you can see Aram, Promethean, G, Emily, Envy, Luna. I can see Dag in there. I can see Sean in there, Clem and Hamish and Kate. And Dale's in here as well. If you know Dale, Monarch's Factory on YouTube. And Anthonym is here. My gosh, I can see, I would say I know or have played with over half of the people here, and I'm very excited. And the people I haven't, like Casper and Potato, I'm keen to meet and play with. Yeah, it's going to be good. I always want to meet new friends and play fun games with cool people. That is awesome. Anyway, should be fundraising on Saturday and Sunday. I'm just going to be appearing on the Saturday, but I've got a good 6 hours of it. And you should come along. You should have a little hangout. Come chill out with us. And that's what I'll be doing this weekend. I put the schedule in. Oh, you're so right, Jess. I just saw your message. I think that would be, when is that? We should, yeah, I agree. We should do that. I think that would be really, really good. Oh, and not, ooh, yeah. I don't want to spoil it on stream because it'd be recorded and put up as a VOD. But yeah, I agree. That would be fantastic. Ooh, yeah, I just got a lot of dopamine then. Sorry, I gotta also plug this light back in because it didn't, it is not. Ooh, it makes me so excited. Okay, yes. Yes, new job is great. Balancing returning full-time to uni is work. It's hard, but I love my new job. That's fantastic to see. I really hope it's going well. I'll be finishing up at 1 today, my love. See how much darker it gets without this extra light. I'll be finishing up at 1, my love. Have lunch without me. I also probably won't really be eating lunch because I had that breakfast pretty recently. Clap, 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 clap. Everybody. Well, I got caught up talking and plugging things in. I didn't get them all done by 12, but, close enough. It's not ADHD if we're not at least 5 minutes late. I say at least, by the way. Time management. Okay. So, I know full-time work with uni is hard. Yeah. I only did part-time uni. I was just like, I'll deal with the no money. I couldn't handle both. I gotta dismiss that message, Jess. I get so excited when I see that. Okay, let's quickly get these done. And then let's okay, in the meantime, Hormigants are going to be similar to the Termagants, where it's like either iconic Pokemon or maybe like Route 1, like your first starter Pokemon. So, what do you want to see me paint these Hormigants like? Give me some suggestions. We've already done, I'll put this image up as well. This is the image of the Termagants and the, actually, I want to put them in this realm, which is the starter routes. So, what do you think the other ones should be in a similar fashion? So I'm gonna do something in the same vein as these. Clearly forgot I had an SAG was due last Friday until Saturday midday. What a stress up. Thought I had a whole nother week. That is stressful. Every now and then I'll wake up and be like, I have something due soon. I'm like, I haven't been at uni in a decade. I don't have to do that. I don't have... You shut up, brain. All right. Yeah, I hope that ended up going in your favor. That's very stressful. %5 reduction. Oh, well, I mean, if you're not worried about the grade, a 5%'s okay. Like, if you're already confident you're gonna get like above average, then yeah, power to it. All right. Why are you not operating in the way that I expect? I think the brush might still be wet. Keeps putting the paint on like super translucent. Maybe this isn't shaken up enough. Okay, so can somebody, has anyone got any ideas in chat for us? Do you have ideas for what these little guys could be? I want them to be like, because they're like chaff minis, so legendaries and Pokemon that kind of are important, I don't want these to be. I'm thinking like your runts. I've got a Caterpie already. So I've got a Caterpie. All right, hold on. Maybe I'll bring up some more images. So I've got Caterpies here. All my little grubs are these ones. Oh God. Where's this image? So all my grubs are these. These kind of models. So I've got bug types in there covered. That's going to be more of like these. So I like having a bunch of the little wormies on the ground like that. I could feel a sneeze coming, but it's not happening. Rookidee, could you... Is that a bird? Oh, actually, I have some ideas for some flying ones. If anything, ground dwelling would be preferred, because there are gargoyles in Tyranids, which I could do as all the bird types, I think, one day. So maybe like the dogs and things, like So I've already got a Poochyena, I've already got a Buizel, I've already got a Bidoof. So maybe in that realm, like, could go down there. So I'm thinking like Route 1 through 3 or 4. Oh, Sintret's a good idea. All right, Sintret's good. Sintret's good. I could do like a Natu. Oh, I've got a Zigzagoon already. It's in that image there. Okay. I've already got the EVs. They're up the back there. They're all done. They're up on the mini shelf. Up there somewhere. Oh God, that's gone very out of focus. Have you moved again? I think my webcam's been sagging. Yes, and you're out of focus entirely. There you go. All right, well, it normally brings up the minis, but here, have a lizard. Normally, it would bring up a mini camera. I think it's sagged possibly. Yeah, there it goes. Bumped it on feeding clearly. Lizard is a great consolation prize. You're right. Let me take away your reference images. There you go. There's 2 of them. They're digesting their food they ate before stream. Usually when they digest, they're sitting on the... He's not moving. Is he dead? Are you looking at me? Yeah, there you go. Are you looking at me? Hello? Hello? There you go. He's looking. Get like the pet voice on immediately, by the way. Are you looking at me? What are you doing? Like that bird on TikTok. Oh, Duran! Oh, well, it appears this while I was doing that, this popped out. Appears I didn't glue those into the bases. All right. So it's looking like we've got a sink. What's a pat rat? Is that the little meerkat thing? I'll look up them all. So we got a pat rat or pat rat? A pat rat because it's like a pack rat. It's always interesting knowing where the etymology of the Pokemon name comes from. Okay, yeah, we could do that. Is that the one with like the big eyes, the big red eyes, like red, like I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, we could do that. Are there any others in that realm? Oh, Geodude. Yeah, Geodude would be good. Hey, Ash. Yeah, Geodude. I've got a good plan for a Zubat already, so I won't do a Zubat. The Geodude would work. Oh, I could do a Clefairy. All right, can I get some of these in a list? Because I reckon we'll get at least 4 or 5 of those done pretty easily, because some of them are pretty monochromatic. Speaking of, enjoy a lo-fi version of the Sacred Beast song from Pokemon Gold and Silver. Okay. All right, they're all mostly done. Oh, actually, I'll do the Rippers. I don't have a Magikarp yet, but I've got my Tentacools. Tentacool and Tentacruel were actually the ones who gave me the idea. They're up back there. And I don't have the camera's not in the correct spot today, so I can't do the immediate thing. But does this one work? Does Finn work? What's Finn up to? He's chilling. One more paper towel. Contrast paints I'm gonna need in a sec too. I was just having a thought. If I was to do a little TikTok test stream, would people be interested in that? Like doing like pretty much the same thing here, but maybe a bit more just like the mini camera. And like if people want to see the face, I'll try work it in there. But I can stream vertical to TikTok from OBS. And I'm wondering, is that like something that would be worth doing? What's a TikTok? I don't know, I've heard it's a thing. So I've been seeing some friends trying it out and they're like, hey, it's pretty good. I'm like, is it worth? And I do see other, I actually saw another guy from Melbourne doing it recently as I was having a scroll myself. Can these come out? No. Can they? Oh, no, these ones are glued in. Because it could be worth doing a little TikTok stream one day for like an hour or so just to like test it out. Because I've done some Instagram ones and I'm like, don't really have the reach on Instagram, but I know our TikTok has like 2,000 or so that are go-to feeds. And I'm like, well, they're trying to push that stuff at the moment. It could be worth it. All right, they're done. Ugh, that paint too wet there. Kind of sponged it on instead of still doing it. It kind of sponged on rather than dry brushed on. That's right, they're just rippers. They're the easiest models to kill, so they're not going to be on the board very long. All right. Okay, all of those are done. We got half an hour left, and let's try and get like 2 or 3 done. Bring out the bucket. I mean, in terms of like doing up models today, I finished 25 in Slap Chop Prep, so that's an achievement on its own. I'm really happy with that. But if we can get... Oh, actually, hold on. I'm going to bring back the reference images for a sec. I'm going to change this one out, though, because I've still got 4 termagants left, which means that I still... Oh. I still have... In here... These are all the ones I've done. But I've still got a Jigglypuff, a Meowth, and a Pikachu Ditto to do, and that means the last one is up for grabs. So what kind of... And I've saved this area for like EVs and iconic Pokemon. So what's a Pokemon that deserves to be in the realms of starters that is only a single starter, like a Let's Go or that kind of area? Because I don't want to do just one of the starters out of another set of starters, because I'd want to do all 3. What would be good to put in there, do you think? Because it'll go on one of these guys, it'll be. On one of these little chickadees. Okay, so... Jigglypuff, first off. Jigglypuff's got big blue eyes, and she's mostly pink. They're mostly pink, so it's gonna be warding watering down. Pretty much just watering down some pink, hey? I'll get a couple of that. And one of them. Chuck a tiny dot of red in that. It's pretty it's not Jigglypuff's pink, it's that might be too much. A really pastel pink. Where's my testing bases? If I do it really light, that'll work. Which means if I add probably one more of these in, it'll probably go to what we want. Still too red. Yeah, it's too red. It's a nice for the base part of it. It's just too red. Maybe a bit of the shade that I usually use to dilute as well. I mean, it's a bit pale, but it'll do. Oh, no, it's going on all right. So what is it? Jigglypuff's mostly pink, so I'm just going to slather this all over them. Hey, Simo, how you doing, my dude? Chilling with a burger and fries. Hey, that's pretty good. Slow morning. That's entirely fair. Sometimes a good slow start's what people need, right? All right. There we are. Jigglypuff-ish. She's pink. They're pink. Should stop saying she. Gendered colors. Stupid society. They're pink. Okay, so that one's done. Well, not done. I'll come back to that when it's dry. All right, Meowth. Kind of like a pale light brown, which means probably Skeleton Horde's going to be the ticket here. And then they've got like that gold coin on the head, so I'll probably do the coin in like a bright yellow on the top. I like these ones that are all one color, mostly. If I could find it. There it is. All right, so everywhere except... Oh, little feetsies are also... his little feetsies and his tail are also not the same color. So... And I'll do some... He's got little black ears, and I don't know how to do that. So maybe I'll just save like a little part of up here and do that. But this skeleton horde color is basically... I put it on light enough, it'll do what I want for the pale brown. So he's probably up until like there. And I'll do all of the little feet in the darker brown, I think. Is his upper hands not? Okay, sweet. Okay, so Meowth has a base coat. I mean, it's coming up pale on camera, so that works. His face is the same color. Nice and basic color schemes in the original Pokemon. There's not the over-design problem that some of them have in the newer gens. I do prefer the simpler designs. It's a guy based on a thing. Okay. So, from here, I'm picturing... Nazdrag? Yes. Picturing the gold crown on the top of his head to be like... The coin, sorry, on the top of his head. To be maybe like the first 3 at the very least. What's wrong with a monkey with a surfboard that's also a tail, 7 different colors of this design? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like sometimes, like a pizza, you don't want too much on it. I feel like this coin should have actually been a brighter yellow rather than this one, because that's not it's too subtle. It just looks like he's got some yellow spines. However, I will be doing some black on this because I do want those little ears. And I don't know how to do them without just taking a random guess at it, so let's go with that. Needs to be Black Legion, apparently. Not inky black enough for this. Careful with this paint, because this one is dark as hell. Okay, so it's like the same brown as the... It's the same brown as the feet, and I need to choose the feet color then. And I think I'm gonna go water down some Garagax Sewer, because I don't want it to be... The problem with all these first generation contrast paints is they're all just different they're different hues and concentrations of the same color, and I need them to not. I just need them to not. So I think I'm gonna water down some Garagax Sewer and see how that goes. Oh my god, if I can find it. Half of the stream, sorry. It's fucking me trying to find a goddamn paint. There it is. So Agaros is done. I might even just like edge highlight some yellow on the... I might even just edge highlight some yellow on this coin. It'll make it stand out a bit more. Because like it is there, it's just not bright enough. Too subtle. All right. Needs to be more like a 1-to-1 rather than a 2-to-1, I reckon. Well, it doesn't really look like I did anything different, so I might need to wash it or something with some red. Maybe it'll look a little better at the end of the tail. Not really happy with that, but we here. Sometimes a model just needs to be done. Probably one of the hardest ones to tell, but yellow on that coin. Nope, that's the wrong color. Just kind of making that brighter. I think that's working. It's popping off the body a lot more. All right. Okay, so that's working. Washing out a little bit. Here is the coin on the head now. Looks a lot more separated out. And you can see his little ears in there too now. The ears, I might give it a very soft edge highlight here. All right, I think that works. All right, sweet. All right, right, I'm more happy with that now. Okay. So that's a Meowth. There's his little ears at the top there, if you can see them. You'll probably see it better in a photo, but I can see it, I guess. I think it's also because I haven't got enough skeleton horde on that top bit there. Okay. All right, so another one needs to be a Ditto Pikachu. How do we do Ditto Pikachu? I think I'm going to go all yellow. And then I'm going to draw the pink cheeks on it. And then I might do like 2 of the spines up the top, like the edge of the spines with black. Because this will be a nice quick one to do. With a nice saturated yellow color. All right. Yellow. While that's drying, I might come back to Jigglypuff really quick. Jigglypuff looks like they're ready for... The big blue eyes are kind of like key to the Jigglypuff, right? So I might just do like some big circles behind where the actual eyes are. Big, terrifying blue bits on the back of the head here. Like I might just make that whole bit blue. Like that's the eye. And then you've got like the real eyes in the front. Okay. So after that, we've got the ears of the Jigglypuff. And they're black with a little bit of pink around them. So what I might do here, do like a black interior in this bit specifically. So, Jigglypuff is pretty much done there. I might do a little bit of white around the corner of the eye there. Here we go. It's around around this bit here. Oh god, that's working. It sure does now look like an eye. Or at least it does to me. Terrifying. So around the first bulby bit, down to the jaw. All right. May have done a little much on that bit, so come back a bit. And then there's going to be little dots in the edge of the eye. And that's towards the opposite side. So wherever it's looking, how do dots in the eyes work? So it's got to be on the opposite side. So no, that makes it looking that way. Okay. So we don't want that. We want dot. Is that working? Look, it's close enough. It's a horrible Eldritch Jigglypuff, but it works. Feels muggy today. All right, Ditto is getting some cheeks, some red hot cheeks. Okay. And then Ditto's got a big, horrible dot smile. But this one kind of has the, this one's kind of got just like... It's already got the dot face. I mean, sorry, I can't really have the dot face with the mouth open. I should have done it on one with a closed mouth. But they don't really have that. But I can black out the entire mouth. Oh god, I can smell grass outside. I need to take some antihistamines soon. Where are they? They're cutting the grass I'm allergic to. I have to have them in arm's reach sometimes. So I fear I'm going to stop breathing. So Pikachu is done again, so the Ditto version. And that's 3 Termagants. All right, so it is 1 o'clock as well. I gotta start getting to be going. I gotta start getting ready to be go. I gotta start ready to go be getting ready. Whatever. I can see Clementine streaming, so let's give them a raid. Actually, let's go check in the Warhammer tag as well if there's anyone we know. Let's go raid Clem. I feel like raiding Clem today. All right, let's go in there. No worries, Ghost. Thank you for dropping by. I hope you had a good time. But we'll be back on Thursday with Leia for some more of this. I'll try and get as many of these done as I can. Well, I have to at this point. And then we'll go from there. So, see you later. We'll go in there. Thanks for joining in, Scrape. Thanks for all the good chats. I'll look at those links as well. I want to see those. All right, see you on Thursday, guys.